Hello everyone and welcome to Walk With Me Gaming, where we're playing... Say it.
Super Mario Sunshine.
There it is. Wahoo! So yeah, we're playing Super Mario Sunshine. Man, I guess I have to start fresh. Okay, so I initially tried doing this and I failed because my computer completely froze. So not just the capture was messed up or anything. Computer totally froze, so capture was lost. Only got like 20 minutes in, so that's the deal. This is being run on emulator, but I do own the game. I just don't own a capture card. So next best thing. Hopefully this time it does not give me trouble again, because it'd be really nice to just record this and do it right. Maybe I'll do. Won't push the recording so much, but we'll see. Anyway, so I wanted to play Mario Sunshine, partially at the suggestion of my brother. Thank you, Todd. But I think this game really fits to the aesthetic of the games that I play on here. So even though it's a lot more of an adventure than some of my games that I play, and obviously there's a little more of a story and gameplay to this than others, but Mario was just something that, this was, I think, along with Animal Crossing and I think, I don't know, maybe Smash Bros. Or something along those lines, this is one of the first games that we owned on a console, so this was pretty significant for us, But, and this game really stood out. Yeah, okay. So this game really stood out because you get to, do the standard platforming of Mario. I mean, this was the first Mario game to come out after Super Mario 64 in 3D. So you gotta figure, like, this is their first step after Mario 64, one of the most popular and well-loved games of all time. And now they're like, okay, you're still going to be jumping, you're still going to be platforming, you're still going to be climbing around this big, colorful world. Now you also have a water jetpack, and it's also a third-person shooter. So it was a weird step for them to take, but at the time, I had not owned Super Mario 64, so to me this is what Mario was, and I loved it, and I still love it. This is probably one of my most played games out of certainly on consoles, but I think I've beaten this game maybe probably if not probably close to 10 times, and that's 100%. I don't plan on doing 100% on this because that requires collecting all the blue coins and all this other annoying stuff, and that's a little less fun. But I do want to explore and play around with it and just see different locations and kind of show off things, because I think the biggest appeal of this game was the what you got to explore in this, I thought, extremely well realized world. But being able to do stuff like this, where it's like, you can jump up on things, you can climb stuff, like, I felt like so many possibilities of things you can see and do, and it was, and I just thought it was just so well realized, and I think that's one of the things I loved about it most. Hi there, dancing man. Also, just these little guys dancing always make me happy, but just all the little stuff, this was next generation, and even though like the PS2 and the Xbox might have had like a little more power, like, look at these little fishies swimming by, and just the water effects I thought were gorgeous in this. I thought that the whole thing was really well realized, but just everything about it I thought worked so incredibly well on this game, and I'm very, very happy with it, and I'm glad I'm playing it on here. But just when you explore this world, I mean, this was one of those worlds where, like, some people might say, oh, I want to live in the Pokemon world, or I want to explore the world of Skyrim, and to me, I was like, I want to go on vacation at Delphino Plaza. Like, I want to be on Delphino Island, in this beautiful tropical paradise full of just beautiful sandy beaches and interesting hotels and everything. Like, everything about it, I just thought was gorgeous. And it really, and it still stands out today. You know, it's one of those things where, unlike games with trying to go for the super realistic graphics, we're just gonna continue on with the plot. But you know, unlike games with super gorgeous graphics that are going for photorealism in the time of this game, aka like the early 2000s, they don't hold up very well. But when you got this cartoony kind of stylized approach where like none of the characters are really human, like Peach and Mario are the only quote-unquote humans, and they are so stylized as well that they, you know, you recognize them as not normal people, and that's fine, because that's how the whole island is. Like, all these creatures are not people, and it works really well for it. But yeah, I love this. The fact that the island is shaped like a dolphin too is really cute. So, because if you don't know, the Gamecube was originally codenamed Dolphin for the thing. Wish I could skip this, but I can't. So yeah, but this game is just there's. I mean, obviously there's a ton to do. Unlike, I don't think Mario. I will admit, I did not play through Mario 64. I've played through parts of it up through a certain point, but this game, one of the differences was that it was less levels, but there's these other ways that you can gain stars, or in this case shine sprites, and they're through getting blue coins. So even though it's a little odd, and it kind of makes the adventure seem a little slower at times, I think it kind of works for this game, because the blue coins encourage you to explore, encourage you to find new things or try different things. And I will say some of them are kind of random, and honestly, if you don't have a guide, I don't know how you're supposed to know some of them, but for a lot of them, I think it just gives you a good reason to look around and find different things and experience different parts of the levels. Sometimes parts that you really wouldn't even go looking for otherwise. So I thought it was a smart move on their part. So, you know, they don't have to program as many crazy levels or objectives, but yet there's still objectives in this, like, you know, doing things like collecting fruit for the little inhabitants and stuff like that. Those are all goals that you still need to accomplish to get the blue coins to trade for the shine sprites. So it's all significant. So now that we got through this, we get to explore our world a little bit. So, no, do not tell me any more. I'm going to warn you now, because this is on emulator, for some reason, if I hit the map button, everything slows down. So I really don't want to tap that, but I may accidentally. So if you think your screen is suddenly like freezing up, it's not you, it's me. It's just my recording. Alright, still gotta learn how to do this, this inverse camera. Still not my favorite. So yeah, hi little guy. Oh, he's so nervous. So yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the Delphino Plaza. So this is the hub of the world, which I miss games that had like a hub. But you've got the lighthouse over here, and you got all these fruit sellers. But a little guy making music, and it feels so. It really feels like a vacation. This whole game is just aesthetically, it all fits together so well, so incredibly well. Can't do too much right now since we're still just like on the first level, so nothing's really unlocked at this point. But just kind of getting a view of things, like being able to, you know, being able to jump around like the whole level and just fly around, you know, I think really added to the platforming elements. You know, some people might disagree because they say like, oh, well, it made it this weird hover thing, but it's like, you know, that's still a factor in the in how you move around and how you platform in this game, and so I think it's perfectly appropriate. Anyway, oh dang, I hit the button. See, there we go, and now you get to experience this horrible lag. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna get rid of this guy just like the last one. I was attacked. Hey, big meanie. Got him. Got him. Hey, little fella. All right. So, and this is how we help save the community, by cleaning up all these messes. And now we get to find our doppelganger that was mentioned in the overly long introductory scene. Mr. I don't know what they call him actually in this. Shadow Mario, I think they call him. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. What do you know? Peach is getting kidnapped. Peach, you're really damaging to female stereotypes. You really are. All right. Wait. Oh, right. I had to remember my buttons. I had to readjust my buttons because, unfortunately, this doesn't... There's some complications with the emulation, but hey, whatever. No big deal. Anyway. You okay, Peach? Look at her. You know, it's funny, like, seeing her in the cutscenes, you really don't see Peach very much outside of, like, this first couple levels. And so, seeing her up close, I'm like, wow, she really looks so much closer to, like, I think of, like, Legend of Zelda, like, Ocarina of Time style graphics. But, you know, that's okay. That's the world. This isn't, this wasn't super advanced, and this was literally, like, one of the first games on the Gamecube, so, you know, for as beautiful as this game is, this was super early, so I think it's pretty impressive. The fact that it still, I think, holds up remarkably well. So, yeah, we chased down the guy. We're going over here, and the cool thing with these levels is, you know, each level, I'll say, is split into 8 stages, and then there's like 2 bonus stars and a 100 coin star for each stage. So there's 11 shine sprites per stage, and each stage, each one has a different different layout and different stuff happen to them through each game, which is a really cool touch to it, because that means that every time you go back in a level, it's going to be a little bit different. And sometimes that means... I love that you can do that with these guys. I just love that you get to mess with these creatures, whatever they are. Yeah, every time you play a new level or have a new objective, it's going to be a slightly different level. So, like, for right now, you've got this nice little village here. And there's nothing really in it aside from those weird little enemy guys. But later on in the game, you'll get to see more things happening in this little part of the community. So, but we're not focused on that right now. I don't, like I said, like, I'm not gonna 100% this, so I really don't need the blue coins. But it's almost more of a a habit than I'm used to. Like, I don't think I've ever played this without 100%ing it, because to me that's just what you do with Mario Sunshine. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of the levels too are split into like multiple pieces. So you've got the town over here, and then you just kind of got this relaxing, like, grove full of palm trees, which right now are... Whoa, oh, I actually made it. Right now, they're palm tree. There's not as many palm trees. That's because we've got our evil Mario doppelganger messing with things, and who again left another one of these beasts. So fantastic! Oh gosh, I'm slipping. And you may be wondering, like, why does this enemy look like a piranha plant? Well, there's actually an explanation, kind of, because you'll see that there's a lot of enemies that look kind of similar to previous enemies, but they're different. So, for example, like, there's no Goombas in this game, but you see those weird little guys who were walking around before. There's no... Well, I was gonna say, there's no piranha plants except for, well, that guy. Well, wait, there are piranha plants. They sit in the goop, but you don't see them quite as much. Also, look at me, covered in goop. And then you can jump in the water and wash it all off. Yeah, like, this is like a whole new world. So, like, for people who played Mario 64, where suddenly you're seeing Goombas in 3D and bombs and piranha plants and all these things that you're familiar with from the 2D games, and now you get to this brand new world, brand new enemies, brand new characters. Just everything felt fresh about this game, which was really cool. That they would do something this creative and different for a franchise that really can make or break their systems. Like, you know, Nintendo systems are kind of built on, you know, their Marios, their Zeldas, Kirby's, Smash Brothers, all those things. So when you don't have that, or you have something that's kind of out of the ordinary, I mean, at the same time, Gamecube also had the Wind Waker, which is something else I would like to play on here maybe one day. And Wind Waker was another one that was just a kind of a weird experiment. It was a really good experiment, and it was a fantastic game. But at the same time, people still had strong opinions on it because it wasn't what they expected of a Zelda game, which is a shame because a Zelda game can be so much more if you really let it. And there were so many opportunities. But anyway, see, there are piranha plants. At least some form of piranha plants. Oh gosh. Could do without that, thank you. Oh gosh. There we go. The music on this is wonderful. I love the music on this game. Every level's got its own theme and its own music, and I thought they fit so well. Well, because each of them remain kind of tropical, but also like have their own style and approach to it as well. I don't know if actually clearing that off does anything. I feel like I'm being attacked a lot more on this than in previous game. Oh yeah, because previously I'd just jump up. I'm not... Oh gosh. Okay, come on. Alright, there we go. We got a refill. That's alright, we're doing just fine. That seagull is trying to get in the way of my camera. I don't know why a coin just popped out of there, but okay. Hello, Dancy Man. Could you help with the big-headed creature up there? It's the only one we can... Aslan. I suppose I can help you. Oh no! What the? The blue coin disappeared. I didn't know that was a thing it could do. Huh. I've never actually had that happen. But I've also usually don't mess up the simple act of jumping onto the coin. But anyway. I hope this continues to work. I hope this doesn't freeze up the computer again. I might wrap up after this, just so that these stay kind of shorter episodes, or at least shorter so that it can process the video clip and everything, so I'm not like struggling to because if this shuts down again, then I've just lost another, you know, however much time of footage, and I'd be very disappointed. But PD, we have PD, a favorite for Mario Kart. Not really. I don't like to play as him. He's too big. I like someone lighter. I go for Shy Guy. But yeah, so this game really did just they really tried to innovate in interesting ways, and it is shocking to I kind of feel like if this was Nintendo today, they would not be going for something so creative and different. They'd want to play it a little safer. You know, no offense to Nintendo. I'm not saying that they don't make great stuff. In fact, that's part of what makes them great, is that they have a history that people expect and a quality that people expect. But that can be, I think, limiting sometimes, because they they have such popular properties, and you can understand why they wouldn't want to spoil people's expectations from those properties. But still, when you step outside the box, you can make some really interesting stuff like this. No, don't you dare spit out your goop. That's what he's trying to do. I know I'm just kind of like knocking him out real quick, but I mean, that's just, like I said, I've played this so many times. Like, this is all muscle memory to me with this guy. Even playing with a non-GameCube controller, which is weird, I gotta say. Maybe I'll have to invest in one if I keep doing these. I think you can get a USB GameCube controller on the cheap, so maybe I'll go with that. Alright. Feeling pretty good here. So I think as long as it continues working, I'm going to go, because I think this is where it froze up last time. And hopefully I don't have to worry about that. But we're going to just try and release the thing. I like that the alert down at the bottom, if you didn't see what is going on, it tells you exactly what is happening, like a newsreel, which is a nice touch. Alright, you. I feel like my water is less effective than it should be, but maybe I'm just crazy. So we're in the process of rescuing the boathouse right now, which is where normally you would turn in your blue coins to change into shine sprites. So once that's rescued, we've got that available. So anyone who's like, oh, I want to collect a whole bunch of blue coins now, they can get a bunch of shine sprays. Though I prefer, when I'm doing 100% runs on this, I prefer to do all of my blue coins at the end. So he just hands over 24 shine sprites, and suddenly I've beaten the game. Yeah, and I do like that the fighting in this game is clearly not the main draw on this, because those battles are pretty simple. Like, fighting enemies in this game is usually pretty simple. That's not the part that they're focused on. The part they're focused on is the... Oh yeah, I should probably save up here. I just realized. All right, we'll risk it. Let's fight Gooper Blooper. But the main focus of this is the platforming. It's the running around and the platforming, and it fits it so well. And everything. Whoa, that doesn't feel right. I don't think that's how that's supposed to look. Oh, that's giving me a headache. Okay, no, we're not looking at those boats. Okay, oh boy. There's a lot of working pieces in this game. I wonder if that's what's making this look funny. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna move through this quickly. Oh god. Okay, so now I'm getting to experience a little bit of why playing on emulator maybe not the most effective method. Oh gosh. Okay. But well, we work with what we got, so. But this is unfortunate. I don't know what exactly is happening, but I don't think I like it very much. I'm just kind of doing the quick method here, which most people would. There's a little slower method. Oh my gosh, the signs, they're jumping. I'm taking the faster route because why are the signs moving like that? I just want to kind of get to the end because things are acting weird, and I don't like it acting weird. So this is one of the most gruesome things in any Mario game. You have to tear off this creature's arms. Like, that's horrible. He's just so, but it's, yeah. But I do like this level, and, right, gotta use the buttons. Buttons are good. Alright. Oh, come on. Really? Alright, come on. Come on. Just get it. I don't know why I let go of it the first time. Yeah, that's horrifying. Like, this poor squid. I'm just gonna ruin his day. Now, you don't have to tear off all the arms, but I want to tear off all the arms, because I'm a monster. Dang it. There we go. And now, just because I am truly a monster, I'm just gonna torture this poor creature. Anyway, I do love this level, and I wish that it wasn't acting so funky, because I would love to show this level, because this is one of the few that is not really like vacation based, because it's like the harbor. Like there's vacation stuff that it has you do, but you know, this is like the loading docks of your vacation, of your beach house, which is not what you'd expect in a game in something related to this, but I guess in this it's significant. But I don't know. It's just an interesting touch to get. It's almost like a behind the scenes. Like you're still on like this coastal place, and I think it actually gives a little more personality to the world itself, because it shows that this isn't just a resort. This isn't just it's more than that. It's a community. It's a real place where these characters live and work, and you're just on part of it. So not only is their vacation spot ruined, but the places where their industry are also being ruined by these creatures. So you're here to help on all fronts. So go Mario. Alright, so that's gonna be 4 shine sprites. Yeah, and again, like, this is just, you know, maybe these are shops, maybe these are homes, I don't know, but people live and work here, and it feels like a place that is really cool to go. So I think at this point we're gonna save up here, and so I can pause my recording, and I'll upload this, and then we'll come back next time. So I guess I'll play through this in its entirety, and at least, like I said, like just the baseline of the story, not the 100%. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys come back next week for more. So I think I'll do this once a week. And yeah, like and subscribe and comment. Tell me if you want to see more, or if you have any other suggestions, and we'll be happy to have you back. So see you next time.